Maybe you're like me and not really just feeling all that nostalgic about the old days of advertising. Hello, I'm Dan Kirkpatrick with Kirkpatrick Creative, an advertising agency dedicated to law firm clientele. We deploy a very refined advertising strategy gleaned from a data-based response measurement process. While watching a Mad Men rerun yesterday, the show really struck a nerve with me. The episode featured an intense client meeting set sometime in the 80s with a key client who had just given the agency a first shot across the bow. Ogilvy has a computer. They planned their media schedules with it. The scene was supposed to nostalgically take the viewer back to an era of advertising from the last millennium when everything, including media buys, were all painstakingly built by hand. Funny how even today, in this millennium, advertisers still think that that's acceptable, that only half their advertising works. We know this is true because they don't demand data-based accountability for their advertising expenditure. Advertising is too expensive to run and hope that part of it reaches the buyers and decision makers. Kirkpatrick Creative knows what is working, what produces client response to our law firm clients, because we stringently, doggedly measure everything we buy. Every spot version run, every media time purchased, every response we get, every one, every time. It's called data collection, and if you commit to living by it, wonderful things happen with your advertising. You start to know. You see what's working, what's not, when it worked, and how much it cost. You start to make every decision from data. Which spot length, running when, all with unemotional thinking. You start to deepen your understanding to your marketplace and client prospect response to your advertising. You gain a deep awareness for its acceptance and positioning of your own brand and how well is your law firm accepted in your marketplace. Now you can progressively track more response because you refine your advertising for efficiency and refuse to waste your budget on something that may work. Information is power. You get power when you start asking the right questions. Kirkpatrick Creative demands that we be more aggressive in building lead-generating data for law firms because we demand to live by the data, always knowing. We ask the right questions. We track the data on law firm advertising that generates cases. We think the onus is on us to know what's happening and how folks feel about it. And it's making a lot of law firms we work with dangerously competitive in an ever-tightening client prospect landscape. If your law firm wants to compete with the lead-generating capability of data, call us. We'll show you how. We're Kirkpatrick Creative. We're dedicated to building law firm businesses for our clients. Visit us online at kirkpatrickcreative.com.